So last night, Bushin Road finally announced a new game that's been on Twitter under the HunterxHunter branding. HunterxHunter Nin Impact. After holding on to the title for a few days, this game is being made by 18 Games, who's also the minds behind other touch of death simulator, incredible fighting games like DNF Duel and Mario vs. Capcom 3. And this game looks to have an art style similar to the Naruto Clash of Ninja games. The previous aiding worked on a low budget and under anime licensing, which makes me very excited about this project in particular. I haven't seen anything about the HunterxHunter series other than the 2011 remake, which you should all go watch, by the way. And I personally fell in love with it, so I'm very hopeful for that. That being said, while the stars seem to be aligning, I think it's a little early to make a complete judgment call on the quality of the game. After all, we haven't even seen gameplay yet. I've seen a few people getting a bit mad at the game, apparently not looking very good, probably currently going to be bad, based on stark judgments that frankly don't have much ground other than anime games not selling very well in the past. We don't know how the game can play exactly, but there may be a few things we can infer overall just by looking at the game. First off, Aiding's track record when it comes to these type of products have actually been very good. I think that everyone agrees that things like DNF Duel and Marvel vs. Capcom are very fun games. And these are the types that are going to be bringing you this game in general, as well as things like the arena fighters being very fun and being predecessors to some of the staples like Ultimate Ninja Storm. Overall, I think it's going to be a very high chance that this game will be very good. That being said, that same record also implies that the game may just be very unbalanced. I don't think there's exactly a great way to put this. They don't seem to be very good at balancing their games. In fact, some of the unbalanced mess is kind of what a lot of people have a ton of fun with for the games. So overall, I don't think there's going to be any real incentive for them to even balance in the first place. That being said, if it's fun, it's what's important first and foremost. But just keep that in mind when picking up this title if you're probably going to pick it up on day one. Third thing, it'll probably be an arena fighter or a 3v3 tag game. We know it's going to be 3v3 based on the trailer, and we don't know if it's going to be more similar to Clash of Ninja aside from just the playstyle. That being said, I think it could be fun going either way, but I do think that the 3v3 style would be the more likely one that I'd want to see. There's not a lot of 2D games for fighting games when it comes to anime that we've seen so far. One of the more popular being JoJo All-Star Battle R and Dragon Ball The Fighters. And with Dragon Ball The Fighters is really the only one that's succeeded very well. So I guess we'll see what happens. And last point I want to really make is that this shit's gonna be fun as hell with all the powers that are in this series. With the lightning and being able to move super fast, rock, paper, scissors for our main protagonist, things like chains being able to be used after specific restrictions are met, and the fact that you have powers that have the abilities of rubber and gum. Overall, I think that this is going to be an insane game with really fun mechanics and really different feeling characters, which is super good, because that's something that a lot of anime games have been missing. Characters that feel very different from each other. So I think that overall, this is going to be in great hands. But personally, I am holding a more cautious optimism. I'm hopeful that the game will be good and at a fair price point, but I don't want to be too disappointed if it's not exactly as good as I want it to be. What do y'all think about this game? What are your hopes for it or worries about it? I love having discussions with y'all, so please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you later.